As a sales professional, one of the things that you probably, I'm just going to take a guess at this, that you probably want the most is to make more money. Yes, I know you want to help people, but you do want to make more money. If there's a way, let's just hear me out. If there's a way that we can tap into what entrepreneurs are doing to make more money and to free up time that you could work and be on your own time, your own schedule, and be your own boss, wouldn't you want to hear about that? Well, don't you worry, we got you. We're going to share with you some things that can help you out do that. Check it out. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another great episode of the Sales Evangelist podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Donald C. Kelly, the Sales Evangelist. And I'm so excited for another great episode. I'm so excited to be here with you today. And on this episode, we have Mr. Roy Red. And Roy Red is going to he's going to lay down and break down and give you some tips, 3 things that he feels that you could take advantage of to not only help you increase your sales, but also to help you to be able to kind of finally just kind of take control of your time. And one of those tips is you utilize. Actually, I ain't going to tell you what that tip is. I'm going to have you watch it and listen to it so you can take advantage of them. They're powerful and they're simple and things you can take advantage of and use. So you can find all the details in this episode. So let's listen. So let's just dive into that piece, the USP. How does my USP help me to get that freedom and that? Why is this one? Why do you believe this so much and why is this such a top priority for you?
So the way I explain it, and my mentor taught me, is we call it a category of one. For example, I'm a business advisor. I help businesses strategically find the money in their business and help them grow 2x, 10x, whatever. And if you go to look for a business coach or a business advisor, you're going to choose who the best option is, right? But what we do at a USP is instead of choosing who the best business advisor is, we want you to make one choice, a category of one, which is yes or no. So that's what makes you unique. There's so many ways you can be unique. For example, one of the most famous ways was Domino's Pizza. Hot, fresh pizza at your door in 30 minutes or it's free. Now, it says nothing about the pizza tasting good, did it? It just says hot pizza coming to your door in 30 minutes. And that USP was perfect for that business at the time because where they started, there was a lot of college students around. And, you know, when college students get back from a party, they just want food fast. They don't care what it tastes like. So what is that unique way that you go to your audience that makes you different, that makes you in your own lane, that makes you a category?
I'm just trying to think about how do I determine though, like I don't know where to start. What's something that I can do to be able to start to identify what is going to be the USP, what the market has available?
Yeah. Ask your audience, why did you work with me?
Yeah.
Maybe reach out to 10 people or everyone and ask them, why did you work with me? What made me different? And just go through those and look at them and start to look for things that are starting to come up. Maybe it was your energy, maybe it was your wisdom, maybe it was the fact that you created those results time and time again, whatever that was, and start to look at and go, okay, these people loved this, they loved how I talked about this languaging, this is what made me different. Ask the audience, and then they're going to give you the answers, and then start to communicate that through your message.
How is that going to help us to be able to get that, liberate ourselves, to get that time?
Positioning is, like I use that analogy, nobody waits to talk to the guru at the bottom of the mountain. They want to talk to the guru at the top of the mountain. And so one of the problems I had, because I work with athletes also with their mindset and confidence and all of that stuff, I don't like sports psychology. I call it sports ontology. But why would they come to me instead of Tony Robbins? Tony Robbins is way better positioned than I am, right? He's the GOAT. He's the best in this space. He's got that name. So Tony Robbins is the best positioned person in that space. That is what positioning is. It's that celebrity, that authority. And there's lots of ways to create positioning, but positioning is where you want to work with that person, where you will pay more, where you will do whatever it takes to work with a certain person because they have that perception that they're the best.
though, is that something that can happen overnight, or what are some different strategies that I can take advantage of to get to that point where I'm in a good position?
Yeah. So it's branding. A brand is artifacts in the marketplace that say who you are and what you do. And so what I call them is positioning tools. So I have a process called escalation we do for business owners, where first we dial in that USP and that message, because you don't want to put artifacts into the marketplace unless you know your unique selling proposition, your message. Once we have that, depending on what your business is, we start with maybe a best-selling book. You know what I mean? And 5-10 years ago when I first had my best-selling book, that was like huge. Now it's kind of a must to have a best-selling book. But from there, then what can you do? Number 2 is speak on stages. If you're speaking in front of 500, 1,000 people, we are tailor made to believe the person up there speaking and the speaker is the authority in something. So write a best-selling book, start to get on stages and speak at the highest platforms in what you do. And then after that, then you can start to create courses and just more and more positioning tools.
Talk about systems, because we want to create this, make more money. We want to do all of these things, and we want to make sure we can have that freedom. How does system help me to do that? And specifically coming back as an individual contributor, sales rep, how does systems can help me to make this happen?
Yeah. Well, you got into business for freedom, right? But a lot of people think money creates freedom, but it actually doesn't. Systems create freedom. And business owners and people working in business have 100 things that they're doing. They have 100 things that they're not doing, and they have 100 things that they regret they're not doing, and they don't know what really works. So first, you want to find out what works. For every 150 event planners that I email, I get a speaking gig. So if I want to speak 40 times, I know I have to send so many emails. Math plus marketing equals money. So once you know your math, that's all you have to do. And then you set up systems to create, to bring in and keep your math at whatever level you want it at.
Love it, man. If there's one major takeaway you want folks listening to this episode to walk away with, what's that one major piece of advice?
I just want to say 2 things. There's only 2 ways to grow a business or grow your sales. And that's pricing. You're going to charge more, charge less, whatever that is. And that is, price is always something worth looking at. Just a quick story. My barber is like a famous barber. He cuts hairs of like top NBA athletes. And he has a problem in his business, which is he has too much business. And I said, you need to triple your prices right now. And he's like, no, I can't triple my prices. I said, well, double them. So I can't do that. I said, if you doubled your prices, will 50% of your clients leave? And he's like, no. And I'm like, well, if 50% of your clients leave and you doubled your prices, you make the same amount of money. And now you have 50% more time to do more marketing and get more leads at a higher ticket. And it's just like pricing is really worth something looking at. And then the second way is to improve on business processes, which I have a really cool way of simplifying it and looking at businesses, finding out where the money is, finding out what works and what doesn't work, but making your business process more systemized, USP, market, message, and all those things. If you dial those 2 in, you can really, really accelerate and take your business to another level.
If folks out there listening want to get in touch with you, want to connect with you, what's the best way for them to go about doing so?
They could DM me on Instagram. That's Roy, ROY_Red, REDD. I have a free book for you guys, my last bestseller that I only released in Kindle and I only give to my business owner clients. It's called The Unbounded CEO. You can get that for free at royred.com, www.royredd.com.
Roy, man, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show. Appreciate your insights today, and wish you great success as you continue to move forward, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
That was Mr. Roy Reed, and if you want to go ahead and connect with Roy, you can find all of the details, all of the information, just right there in the show notes. Roy kind of broke it down simply for you, and he's kind of doing all right for himself. And I think you kind of would like to connect with him. So connect with him on LinkedIn. Check out some of the offers. Check out some of the opportunities that are out there from our sponsors as well. And if you are just thinking, maybe this is not for me, some of these things don't seem like they can fit my business, I want to ask you, why the heck do you feel that way? Try it first. Test it. Test it out. See if it can help you. Can you help get improved with your unique selling proposition? Yes. Can it also help you with positioning yourself? Yes. Can anybody do better right now of having more effective systems? Yes. Take advantage of it. Check out some of the things that Roy has to share and take advantage of his free book, the offer that he's giving you. I know it's going to help you. I want you to thrive. I want you to succeed. Straight. That's just simple. I want you to raise your level of thinking. I want you to be able to find more of those ideal customers. I want you to know what to say when you reach out to them. I want you to close more deals. But most importantly, can I get a witness? I want you to go out there every single day and do big things. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you. Have a good one. Hey, thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video today. If you enjoyed the content, I ask you to go ahead and hit that like button, that thumbs up at the bottom right-hand corner. Also, to make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. This way, we'll keep you up to date with all the latest sales strategies, latest tools, and things that are going to help you to not only find more prospects, but to close more deals. Thanks so much.